Hello, Texas. Happy Saturday. It is August 3rd, and we are back at it again, heating things up with some spicy conversation today, Michelle, and just talking behind the scenes in business. You know, there's so many reality shows and superstars that we get to see what happens when the light is very bright. But today we're talking to amazing powerhouse women that are going to show us some behind the scenes action that goes on. So before we get into it, good morning, girlfriend. Hey, Michelle Hammonds. How are you?
Hey, girl. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to be back after a worldwide weekend and time that we had together about a week
Girl.
ago. All of these incredible women coming on, creating their businesses, creating this lifestyle they dreamed of. And it takes a lot of work. And I
Yeah.
love being so inspired by their story, their passion, and their purpose.
Yes, girl, me too. And Wendy, don't feel bad for her at home. I know you're like, where is Wendy for the last 2 weeks? You haven't seen her. She and her family have been at the Dominican Republic doing all of the things. And so she's enjoying herself. She'll be back next week. But we have a treat for you today. I know you've been missing our Camille Cower, who always brings the power. She is going to fill in today for Wendy, and she is here. What's up, Camille?
Hello, 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 ladies. I have missed you so much. Like my week is not the same without hanging out with you ladies, talking all the things, getting the inspiration from all the wonderful women that you guys have on the show and sometimes men. And I'm just excited to be back.
Coming up later today in the East Bob. But for now, y'all, let's just jump into it with some, hot topics that are going on today. I think we've all been watching the news. We know now that COVID is back on the rise. I have so many people I know that are popping up with COVID again. And then monkeypox. It was just declared a global emergency by the World Health Organization. And then, the recession. That's always the conversation. Gas prices have gone down a bit, but we find ourselves now in really unprecedented times. They continue. We thought it was like, COVID was going to happen and then we were going to go back to real life, and kind of we have. But knowing that all of this is going on in the world, how are you ladies preparing in business to potentially a shifting economy and people really not being able to invest in whatever it is that you might be offering? How are you adjusting?
I think that what COVID did for all of us, it gave
Mm-hmm.
us this revelation and reality that whatever you dreamed could
Yeah.
go wrong. It actually could be worse than that. And so I think the greatest advice I could give, what we had to endure, everyone went through together, is that you plan for the best, prepare for the worst. So you're ready when things fall, when there's a shaking, so you can continue moving forward.
Yeah, that's good. So
Yeah.
good. Mm-hmm.
And I have a completely different look on it in a way. I agree with preparing for the worst, look for the best, all of everything that Michelle said. But I think a lot of what the pandemic taught us is a shift in our priorities too. Like we really understood the importance of self-care, self-love, taking care of our bodies, taking care of our families,
Yeah.
realizing the importance of networking and not using your zip code as a limit. And I think what's going to help us through all this economic shift is realizing, what do I really need in my life? Like, I
Mm.
don't need the latest and greatest. I don't need that.
Yeah.
You can't get them anyway. Like furniture, you can't get new furniture. You can't get new
Yeah.
cars. You can't get,
So true. You're so
everything's
funny.
on furlough, back date. People found new jobs that
Yeah.
they don't want to do labor like that, or people don't want to get
It's a new
those
way.
low benefits. Yeah. Like now
Yeah.
we know how to really take care of each other and
Yeah.
ourselves more. And I think that's the real shift that I'm excited about going forward for our children, that they won't be working these 80-hour work weeks, these
Mm,
hustle mentality. Like they'll understand the importance of balancing and self-care.
yeah.
Well, lots of ways to
Yeah.
look at it. That's good. And now more than ever, we see because of COVID, people are like, I'm not working for anyone. We've all heard of the great resignation. And now there's the great
Wow.
no application. Like, I'm not even applying for your job because I don't want to work for you. I'd rather figure out a way to become an entrepreneur or a freelancer. So let's talk about that. Any suggestions that you guys have before we go to break for someone at home right now? They're considering leaving their job to go work for themselves, possibly. Any tips on the transition and any ideas on what they should do before they just jump off the cliff?
Yes, absolutely. Camille, you want to go first?
Sure, if you don't mind, before
Yes, go.
before my idea leaves my mind. No, I think it's important to really do your research, but don't wait for perfection. Like, don't expect everything to be lined up exactly perfect to start that new adventure. Like, it's okay to start ugly. It's okay to start where you are.
Yeah, no, I love that so much. And just to add on to that, I love that we're like, there's so many layers to all of these questions. And I really believe like exactly what you're saying, like start scared, do it afraid, because on the other side of your fear, there's breakthrough, blessing, abundance. But also, it's so beautiful. Have grace on yourself, because as you begin, like you're saying, you're not going to be like Rihanna with Fendi. You're not going to be at that level yet. But thank God, because maybe when you begin, not everyone's watching. And this is the time where you're going to have the ability to fail forward.
And, you know, let's get into this a bit, because I think it's interesting. The percentages show that 80% of entrepreneurs have either, you know, a lifestyle brand, while 20% of entrepreneurs have what's called a legacy brand, where the lifestyle brand is essentially a business attached to your name that will die with you, you know. And the legacy brand is something that you can pass on generationally. It's something that will grow with your family name and with generational wealth too. So have you guys thought about that when building your own business? And if so, are there pros and cons to that too? I know a lot of people decide to pick a name that has nothing to do with them and build something kind of outside of themselves, but still being the face of the brand, while others really stand in who they are. What are your thoughts in that way of growing and transitioning in business?
Okay, yes. So talking about branding, legacy, versus lifestyle brands. So just like you can see on the screen, I recently rebranded my business. It was Beauty Life Coach for 10 years. 2 years has helped me shift and have the courage to rebrand so I can build a legacy for my family. And that's what we're doing with our other companies as well. I really would encourage people to create a sustainable brand that is a legacy. You talk about generational wealth that you want to be able to pass on to your children for generations. What do you think, Camille?
I agree 100%. 100%. First off, my mom's an artist. She owns her own art gallery. We co-own it together. So I always kind of grew up with entrepreneurs in that sense. And my father, we all know, is the film producer and so on. And he got me into the film industry. So I definitely agree with that. Although I do more commercial work, like that's my niche area. I was able to bring my daughter in on with that. You see, I bring my kid to work day. I've had her on my show, and she's going to be covering GalaxyCon with me this weekend in Raleigh, where we're going to meet a lot of these voice actors that she loves. So yeah, I mean, I don't understand the whole idea of making your family struggle when you have those opportunities to help them. Like Hollywood is known for it. A certain presidency was known for it. Like you can share the wealth within your own family and really grow together.
I love that. You guys, this is so good. And, the Boss Babe, and I don't even know if I'm going to be using that anymore because apparently Boss Babe is dead. What do you ladies think real quick before break? Is Boss Babe dead?
We got to evolve. If people are saying Boss Babe's dead, listen, we're more than just a boss babe. We are a boss entrepreneur. We are bosses over it all. But it's so much more than that. So I can see where it would die, but I still think it's fun and cute to be like, girl, you a boss, babe.
Maybe we'll keep it just a bit. So you know what? We have a lot more coming up next. We talk with the fabulous celebrity hairstylist. She goes by Celebrity China, and she has worked behind the scenes on some of your favorite beauty shows, reality shows from VH1, BET. She is sharing her journey in the industry next.
Are you registered to vote? The general election is set for Tuesday, November 8th. All 435 seats in the House of Representatives and 35 of the 100 seats in the Senate will be contested. Your vote matters more than ever. Confirm that you are registered to vote or get registered today at our website, theconnectonline.com/vote.
We are living in challenging times, And despite having a 9-to-5 job, you still find it difficult to pay your bills and have money left over to spend on experiences that brings you joy. If you're at a point in your life where you know that there is more for you, you want to start a side business and express your multi-passions, but you're not sure if your gifts or ideas can be profitable, believe in yourself and connect with us over at RaquelWalters.com and let us help you to get clear on the knowledge you have that you can monetize right away.
If you are ready to keep your hair, scalp, skin, and lips hydrated this season, our vegan and gluten-free all-purpose moisturizers are just for you. Carefully formulated with fine ingredients to purify and nourish the skin and scalp at the same time without harsh chemicals. Shop It's Made For Me today. The end result will be strong, healthy hair and smoother, softer, clearer skin.
Welcome back, Texas. So we have owner and hairdresser, celebrity hairdresser, might I add, Celebrity China with us today. And she has a passion for hair. She's been in the industry working in this business since 14 years old. But today she's known for her red carpet treatment and high quality service, serving on VH1, BET, all of the places. Help me welcome Celebrity China. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey. How are you? Hi, I'm excited to be here.
We're really happy to have you, and I'm really interested in getting right into really your backstory. Today, you're doing hair for Nene Leakes and all of the big celebrities or influencers, housewives that we see on TV. But you really had a passion that you started early in life, like 14, with the hair thing, and now it's really turned into something bigger than you ever imagined. So talk about that. When you were 14, did you know that this was going to be the career path for you?
Yeah, so when I was very young, I always loved doing hair. I used to do hair in my grandmother's bathroom. So my grandmother, she was like, stop doing hair in the restroom. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So this girl I was in school with, she was like, China, you do hair so good. You should go to the flea market. And I was like, the flea market? So my grandparents, they're very religious. And they was like, no, you need to go to college. So I was like, I don't want to go to college, honestly. And that's why I always tell a lot of parents, like, believe in your kids, because sometimes they really have dreams that can take you to a whole nother level. So my grandparents, they was like, you know what, if this is what you really want to do, I said, I'll help you pay the rent or the light bill. They allowed me to do it. From there, I started participating in hair shows. I started winning hair shows. Then I left from there, got my own salon. And then from my own salon, started working on celebrities, making great connections, making great friendships, which is very important.
Yeah, I want to get into that a little bit, how you forge these relationships and how people at home can do it too, because there are a lot of people that are like, man, I really am talented. I want to work with big names. And Michelle, I think your next question is going to help us figure out how to make that happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Your journey is so fascinating. The fact that you overcame any prejudice of what you should do and you followed your dream, and then you went from literally the best to the best to the best to the best and just proved yourself, and then developed relationships at such a young age. I mean, it's just so inspiring. And how did you go about marketing yourself to celebrities, and what was one of your first big gigs that you booked?
Well, my perfect strategy was always to create friendships. So I will always create friendships, and I would be literally your best friend. If you had an event, I was there. I was like, hey, do you need me to do anything? I was serving. And I remember Miss Bling. That was my biggest break. Miss Bling, Miami. I love her.
Yeah, I love Miss Bling.
That is like my best friend. I started following her, and I started, sending her clients. I mean, the biggest people in Miami, because, I'm kind of popular in Miami. And we created a friendship, and she was the one who introduced me to Nene.
Mm.
Because of the friendship we had created. And she was like, I love your tenacity. I love how you work. I want to introduce you to Nene. And the relationship from there was beautiful.
Yeah, that's one of the best tips that I think we've had on this show because it's so simple.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
the simplest tip. And that goes for celebrity or not. Build a friendship, get to know someone, build a relationship, and the sky's the limit once they trust you.
Over the years, you started building your own business, and you are the CEO and founder of your salon, Celebrity Studios in Miami Salon Suites. You also have a hair academy to help improve new stylists who wants to become a professional in the industry. What inspired you to create an opportunity for them, like to create your own school? Like, that's very impressive.
Well, I seen a need in the community. So I have one of the most popular salons. I'm sorry, I get very emotional. So
Because you care.
I had a very popular salon in the community, and I always wanted to inspire. So I would get some of the girls that was just in hair school, and I would bring them in the salon, and I would say, hey, I'll show you how to do it, because I knew that I had the power to promote. And in that sense, I knew that I could create and make money also. So that's what inspired me to go hard, because I was always making money and I was always helping them. And all of the best girls in Miami worked in my salon, and they're doing amazing. When I say they're doing amazing.
Wow, that's awesome. You've really inspired your people, your community, and now you're being able to work with people that you probably have dreamt to work with. So for aspiring hairstylists that are at home watching in Austin, Texas, this show, that might be interested in working in with high level clients, or attending your academy, working with you specifically on kind of transitioning or leveling up in business, how do they get in? What's the process to work with you?
Well, they can email me at CeleChina, that's CeleChina at iCloud.com, and they can also follow me at Celebrity China on Instagram.
Celebrity China, we've been so inspired by your passion and your purpose and your ability to elevate others. It's so just, it's like radiates. And I really believe that's one of the reasons you're being propelled into this incredible position of just authority in your community, and you're really able to shift it for the better. And we would also love to know what it's like to work behind the scenes. We know you've been working on different TV shows behind the scenes. What do the celebrities want? What is your job? How do you really build that friendship in that arena as well?
Well, like I always tell anybody, I go in serving. So I'm always going serving, but in reality, the reality is real. A lot of the stuff that you do see on, it does happen behind the scenes. So you just have to make sure that you're professional at all times. Follow orders. Never try to go back and forth with your head leaders that's, maybe in charge of certain things. And a lot of time they go back and forth. Listen to the clients, and you will be perfectly fine.
That's such good advice. All right. So Celebrity China, that's where you can find her on Instagram. Thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate having you on the show and all that you came and brought to our audience. So we appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, y'all. Well, coming up next, we're going to take a quick break, and we're back with final thoughts and more with Camille Cower. She's ready to drop her E-Spot. Be right back.
Hey, beautiful people, it's Major Mr. This is why I love you. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.
Motivational and inspirational daily quotes are useful for everyone. They provide wisdom and knowledge, and they inspire us to move forward. Quotes appeal to your subconscious, and they help you own your power. Keep your thoughts positive daily with the book, Harvesting Your Thoughts, Emotions, and Actions. Available only on Amazon.
AJ Aquia Johnson, and I help people rock their better. I help people connect with their happy. And you're watching Connect Network TV.
Hi, I'm Dondre Whitfield, and go check out my book, Male vs. Man. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.
Well, welcome back, Texas. What another great show today. I always love just the hot topics, talking about all of the things with business, with COVID, with this monkey pox. You know, we've talked about it all. And then to wrap with Celebrity China. So inspiring. And I hope you all felt inspired at home, especially if you are in the beauty industry, like your time, your turn. Oh, it's right now. So, and of course, we can't go any further without our amazing guest co-host pulling up today. Thanks, Camille Cower.
And if you are ready to bring your brand to television and want to feature your brand on TV, like we've said before, but if this is your first time watching our show, tuning in, you can do that. It is truly possible only here at the Connect Network TV. So you can just go register right now at theconnectonline.com.
That's right. But before we go, girl, I know you got something spicy for us, Camille. With the eSpot, the entertainment news. You've been on vacation for a couple of weeks, and we have you back. Tell us everything we need to know. Which, by the way, I've got some new skincare products thanks to you. So,
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you, girl.
Well,
What you got?
see, I was going to start with entertainment, but since you brought that up, I want to know right now, what's the new glow in your life? What's got you all glowing that summer glow? I mean, I can't get over your hair. It looks amazing. Both of you always, but stunning.
You know, you always fit right in. I'm on extra setting lotion today. You know, I really love setting lotion. I've been doing a lot of roller sets here in the last week. I'm going back to, my Diana Ross vibes because I love volume. It's so hot and I don't want to put a lot of heat on my hair. I've been going curly, but setting lotion is my best friend, and Google it if you don't know. And the roller set, setting it while it's wet, sitting under that dryer, got it all right at home.
See, couldn't have said it better, because there's a lot of talk about COVID hair where a lot of people are having thinning issues where they're talking about heatless styling, like you just mentioned, with the setting lotion and using rollers, going old school with the way you do your hair. And if you look on TikTok, there's like braided ways, there's this way, like there's so many different trends that you can try out. And I will say that some of the trends that I tried out didn't go so well. Check my website, I'll tell you there. This is the kit for you to get all that sun damage off. And this is the Glide Pro AHA resurfacing pill. So it's your at-home pill kit you can do yourself at your convenience. It does require a little bit of 5-day downtime. Maybe you'll be a little peely or a little extra. Maybe if you have acne, those might come and roar out just to hurry up and get out of your skin. That's pretty normal. Needless to say, I got you covered on that front too. Calm and Soothe kit that I got from Glow Skin Beauty, which I absolutely love because it has exactly what you need for some extra hydration. A wonderful mist that, of course, I love using as many, so I can look like a glazed donut for as long as possible. Well, I have my top 5 things I wouldn't do as an esthetician who worked on celebrities, who also loves my skincare, my skin, and looking as young as possible. And those would be: 1, always wash your. I would never go to bed with makeup on. I would never go outside without sunscreen unless it would make me chalky. Check back July's episode where that accident happened on vacation and I took my chances and burnt my head on my shoulders because I was like, I'm not going out there looking like powder. So 3rd is I would not trust a skin influencer or beauty influencer just based on what they say, because every day they got a new product they're pimping, right? So make sure that you do your own research, that this product will work for you or this procedure will work for you, and that you're getting a professional to do it, whether it's a medical professional, an esthetician, someone that's trained in that, and not just someone they hired off the street to perform whatever services you're at. And the last one is Botox. I love Botox. I'm a true fan. I love it. But I also love all the non-invasive ways that you can treat anti-aging, acne, all of those things. Laser, they're your friends. They're FDA cleared, they're FDA approved. Make sure it's for the area you want treated, just to double check, because sometimes these people are using them off market reasons, but whatever. Trust your provider that they're doing the right things. But those are my top 5. So now for the entertainment. As you all know, today is August 3rd, but on August 5th, my man is back with a new movie. And by man, I mean Brad Pitt.
Oh, hey,
My
Brad.
son
Hey.
husband who doesn't even know I exist. But he has a new film. It's based on a Japanese novel. It's called Bullet Train. It's with Brad Pitt. He plays an assassin. Can't wait to watch it. And then for something a little bit lighter, and I love this guy too, Joey Coy. He has a new film coming out. I'm sure you've seen all the commercials. It's also coming out August 5th. It's Easter Sunday. It looks like every comedian ever is in it. All about family Easter celebration. And we can all use some family drama, funny comedy to watch. But anyway, Idris Elba, if you hadn't guessed, is husband number 2, or we could be polynormous and all of us be together at once. Anyway, he's got a new film out. I feel kind of gross talking about as I'm making him my husband, but it's about him and his daughter and avoiding these like new prey of lions, and it looks exciting. And of course, everyone is talking about the new trailer that dropped for Wakanda Forever.
I know
that's not in August, but if you haven't seen it, watch it. I can't wait to watch it. I love getting my costumes.
Listen, and you know what? We're going to give Michelle a break because I was asking her about Chadwick Boseman when we were visiting, and she was like, who's that? And so now
I
you
knew
have to.
I knew who he was. I knew.
You
Yeah,
have
she's
to.
got kids. There's no exceptions.
No, here's the thing. What he went through, my husband went through. My husband would have died if he wouldn't have gone to get checked.
I love you so much, and your husband. I didn't expect you to mention that.
And
The transparency of it all.
It's so crazy because we all are going through stuff. And I think like in the indoor show, like not realizing we were going to say this, but you never know what someone's going through. You never know the pain they're really facing or the illness they have. So always be kind. Always be willing to share, to pray, to stand, to give, to serve someone, because just like in his case, no one knew until it was too late.
Yeah. And I just want to mention this real quickly, because a lot of people have been putting off getting treatments or getting checked. Please go get checked. Like, don't be so scared of COVID or monkeypox or whatever might be coming up next, to not get those tests, to get your colonoscopy, to get your mastectomy. Like, those are the best way to make sure that you have a chance to fight it like your husband did.
Yeah.
And I think it says a lot about Chad.
I think the bigger lesson in all of this is just what you said, Camille, and that is making sure you are putting yourself first and going to the doctor and not letting anything get in the way. Someone at home right now, I hope this is a message for you, just gave me chills. Someone out there definitely needs to make that appointment, make that call, and take control of your life, because you doing that could save your life, you know.
Absolutely.
Or someone with you, share your story too. If in doubt, get it checked out. That's what I always say.
Guys, like, don't cut your life short because of fear. And it's that serious. So we just love everyone, all of our viewers so much. We're just like cheering you on. Message us. Let us know if you go get checked. Let us know what you think about the show. We just are so grateful for y'all, and we just want the best. So.
Amen. So good. I love you, Michelle. Love you, Camille.
Love you, ladies. I'll never be this far away from you again. Like 2 weeks, too long.
Home. We love you too. So thanks for sticking with us all the way to the end. We will see you right back here next week on the CW. Get checked out. See you soon.